ice. This is, I keep these buckets out here. They're real close to where, when we have a fire outside, we do it right over here. So a lot of nice evenings we'll sit out here and just have a fire and hang out. And I always keep those buckets around just close to the fire just in case. And today is the first day that I woke up in the morning and they were iced over. They were completely iced over earlier. It's already 10 o'clock in the morning. And they've thawed out a little bit, but yeah, this morning they had a solid sheet of ice over them, so snow anytime now. We have had this thing sitting here for about a week now and have not got a chance to do anything with it, but today we are gonna get this thing out of the shelter before it starts snowing and put it together and play with it. This is our new toy that we've been wanting for a while and we finally got one. Oh, and in case you're wondering, it's a bike, an electric bike. We're going to assemble it outside, but I brought this in here real quick to unbox it because I'm going to start charging the battery while we're assembling it so that later when we get it fully assembled, it's ready to go. We can have some fun with it. But unboxing this, we got into the owner's manual, which we'll go through here in a sec. But it even came with all the tools we need to assemble it. That's super cool. Wind One E2 electric bike. Kind of looks like it's got almost like a motorcycle look to it. I hate bikes with the little tiny seats. My large behind does not fit good on them, so this was the one we wanted to go with, partially because of the seat. Now, full disclaimer, Wind One did send us this bike for free to review it. We've been wanting to get one for a while, actually ever since 3 years ago when we did our trip in the lower 48. When we were camping, we saw different people that would have them while they're camping, and it just seemed like a cool idea, not necessarily for the fun aspect of it, more for just the convenience of if you're in a large campground and you got to go to the other side to use the restroom or go up to the camp showers or something like that. It'd just be kind of cool to have one to run around. Or if you're camping somewhere that's close to a store and you don't want to jump in the vehicle and drive to a store, you could jump on here and take it. That was our first inkling that we kind of wanted to get one. It'd be neat to have one. The bikes back then were much more expensive. It seems like they're getting more affordable now. And then moving here, now Elaine and I are a one-car couple. We do not have a second vehicle. We just have the Jeep. And even when I take it in for service, fortunately, there is a mechanic that is only about 5-6 miles from here, and is somebody that has become a good friend. And they do all the service on our vehicles. So when I take it in for oil changes or even have work done on it, I end up just sitting in their shop for hours watching YouTube. Now with this, I can hook it up or throw it in the back of the Jeep and I can take it over there, drop it off, and ride this bike all the way home. And I can at least be home doing some work or something and then ride it back to get the Jeep when it's done. I'm gonna put this together and just see how long it takes. So it took me about an hour to put this thing together, maybe not quite that long, maybe 30-40 minutes, but I was taking my time. I was in no rush. It was very easy to do. All we had to do was attach the handlebars, attach the front wheel, attach one side of the shock, install the headlight, and put on the pedals. So now the battery is charging, and once it's fully charged, we want to charge it 100% before we use it the first time. So once the battery is charged, then we'll go out and play with this a little bit. It is fully assembled and ready to go right now as a regular bike, and I have not ridden a bike. I couldn't even tell you when. But I'm going to ride this around real quick just as a bike, just to make sure I still remember how to ride one. So I think riding a bike is like riding a bike. Get back on. If you don't see me again, who knows? Something bad happened. Otherwise, I'll be right back. I am so out of shape. Oh my God. So, yeah, it works great. It's a 7-speed. I messed with it a little bit, ran through the gears. Riding a bike is hard. This is why we have cars. This bike is really heavy. So not a lot of fun to ride, just pedaling it. Can't wait to get that battery on there and try it out. Once you slip the battery on, there's a key to lock it in place. Then there's a power button on the battery and an additional power button up on the handlebars. In addition to the power button is a negative and a positive for shifting it through the pedal assist gears. And then on the opposite handlebar is the manual shift for the 7 speeds. Then the throttle on the right hand twists similar to like a motorcycle or a dirt bike. As long as it's in pedal mode 0, the throttle is inactive and won't go anywhere. But as soon as you shift it into 1 or higher, once you touch that throttle, it's going to take off on you. So you got to be careful. There's 2 additional buttons, one to turn on the headlight and one is a mode button. Right away, it's just like riding a regular bike and pretty easy. And then once you start using the power mode, it just gives you that little extra boost to go a little faster. You have 5 different modes to choose from the pedal assist to kind of give you the right speed that you want for the situation. I wanted to go out just for a quick ride, but I ended up riding 4 miles around the dirt roads back where we live. This isn't the same lake we live on, but this area is just full of lakes. Excuse the background noise. It's that time of the year where everybody's cutting wood. Everybody's preparing firewood in Alaska, so it's getting cold out. But anyways, first off, I want to thank Wind One for sending us this bike to review it. This thing is hella fun. Elaine and I both had a good time riding this around, checking it out, and we'll probably use this quite a bit actually. But just to review a few things that I finally learned as I was riding it that I didn't take the time to learn before I rode it. But so there's 7 gears for the pedals, but there's also 5. I think it's considered pedal assist modes. So you cycle through that by hitting these buttons right here, plus or minus, going. It actually goes for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 modes. 0 being it's turned off. So when it's turned off, it's like a regular bike. You just got to pedal it, and because it's heavy, it takes a lot of effort to pedal it. But as you cycle up through those, I was riding it like a motorcycle. There's a twist on this for your throttle, and I was using that at first the whole time to make it go until I finally figured out that with the pedal assist, you don't actually have to turn that at all. That when you pedal it a little bit, it automatically turns on the electric motor. 1 being that it's going to give you a little assistance. You're still pedaling hard. 2, a little more. 3, a little more, all the way up to 5. I found that at level 3 was right about that even point, which obviously that's the middle level, but that even point where I barely felt like I was pedaling any. As soon as I started pedaling, the machine kind of took over and the motor took over and was doing most of the work. But at level 4 and 5, I felt like I was trying to just keep up pedaling because it was going so fast. I could barely even keep up with it. I had to pedal quick. I was able to get up to about 30 miles per hour. I'm on a dirt road, flat terrain, going with the throttle at max, the pedal assist at 5, and just pedaling as hard as I could. I got up to 30 without any assist, just using the motor. It tops out right about 20 miles per hour. It goes pretty quick. I rode it around quite a bit. Let's see here. Let's turn the power back on. Check the stats. So I just rode it for about 4 miles. In those 4 miles, so the battery has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars to indicate the level of battery that's still in it. and I'm still at 5 bars. So, and that's, like I said, riding at 4 miles and probably about 2/3 of that time not pedaling at all, just using strictly just the motor. I believe if you pedal with it, do the pedal assist, it actually will go even farther on a charge, but I'm kind of lazy. This is a cheap motorcycle for me. I don't want to pedal. And you know, there's a headlight on it. I'm assuming this brake light works. It does. So let's show you that. There's a brake light on it, LED brake light. The headlight needs to be turned on. It does not automatically come on. There's your headlight right there. This is pretty easy to adjust to up and down. So you're gonna make sure you have that so it's not in anybody's eyes. Overall, super cool. Worth the money, 100%. The brakes work amazing. They stop really quick. Big disc brakes on it. And I just noticed too that this, even when it's on, has, now it's not flashing in real life. That's flashing because of the way cameras work with the frames per second. But so it's basically like a taillight on a car. It's gonna be on, just showing it's there. And then when you hit the brakes, it's just even brighter. The taillight is similar to like a headlight on a car, or lights in a car. When you turn the headlight on, the taillight also comes on dim. And then when you hit the brakes, it's even brighter. So the brake light always works, whether the headlight's on or not. And then when the headlight's on, it also has that rear tail light, just like a car. And I will say, one of the most impressive things for me, I hate bikes because the seats are always too small. They're uncomfortable. After about 5 minutes on them, they hurt. This big seat, it's like a dirt bike seat, and it's comfortable. I rode it around for 4 miles, and it was just very comfortable the whole time. You know, with the shocks on here, I was on a very bumpy dirt road, and it was still comfortable to ride. So I like that. That's nice. We're going to be able to use this a lot, sometimes just for fun, and sometimes even for necessity. We are a 1-car couple, so it's always nice to have some kind of backup. So Wind One has a full line of these bikes, all the way from small fold-up portable versions up to, I think this is their largest one. They have like a beach cruiser model, I think one that's more of a street model, and then the fold-up models. There might even be another one, but you can check out their website for all the information on theirs, or there'll be a link in the description to go directly to their website or to the page for this model if you want to check it out. Elaine and I, we did get this bike for free from Wind One, and we want to thank them, but we do not get paid if you buy one. So we are not affiliated with them in that sense. But our honest opinion is that it's a cool bike and it's well worth it. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with this in the future. Thanks for watching today. We will be back with another video very shortly here in a few days. Our next video, which will be out very soon, is gonna be about installing the diesel heater inside of our shed. So it's actually done and up and running. I've had it heated now for the last 2 days. It's nice. So look forward to that. See you soon.